Hello everyone, and welcome to a dose of STEM. Today, we're diving into a fun, hands-on STEM activity that's perfect for curious kids and families. In this experiment, we're going to build our very own do-it-yourself paddlewheel boat and discover how simple engineering and science principles can make a boat move through water. This exciting project introduces children to concepts like motion, energy, buoyancy, and mechanical design, while encouraging creativity and problem-solving skills. Best of all, it's a fun way to learn through building and experimenting. Before we start, please remember that this activity should always be completed with adult supervision. Gather your supplies, put your inventor's hat on, and let's build a paddlewheel boat that really works. Let's get started. I completed this experiment with my son, who is 5 years old. The recommended age for this experiment is 8 years and above. You can find other cool experiments just like this one at our store, a dose of STEM.store. So, what is a paddlewheel boat? A paddlewheel boat is a type of vessel with wheels attached to its sides, with part of the wheel exposed above the water's surface, hence the name. There are generally two types of propulsion methods. One is a traditional method where the boat is propelled by manual pedaling wooden wheels, and the other is the modern method. This paddlewheel boat experiment is mainly composed of wooden boards, a motor, a battery box, optical shafts, gears, and double-sided tape. The first steps in preparation of this experiment was to prepare the materials. We first had to thread the wires to the battery box, then we had to connect the wires to the motor. For smaller children, this is a tedious process as the holes to the motor are very small. Although this step was difficult for my son, I kept him involved and explained every step of what I was doing. It is important to note that you must connect the right wire on the correct terminal, as this will impact the spin of the motor. This will impact the paddlewheel boat moving forward or backward when placed in the water. For this next step, my son prepared the parts that will hold the engine in place. Allowing your children to prepare the parts helps them stay engaged, keeps them involved with the process, and allows them to take ownership of this experiment. The wooden parts used in this experiment comes in pre-cut sheets that children are able to easily remove. For smaller children, they will need help snapping the pieces together. It is very important that you place the base of the board in the proper orientations to ensure the lines are facing the right direction. Here is where we snap the base of the engine holder into the base of the boat. The next step of this experiment is to place the motor inside of the holder. It's important to note that there's a hole in the back of the holder that fits the back of the engine perfectly. The next step of this experiment is to prepare the orange gear. Be sure to leave a gap between the base of the gear and the engine. Here you can see me guiding my son in gathering the parts that we will need for these next few steps. Here is where we secured the engine to keep the engine in place. We will now prepare the optical shaft and soft gear. These parts will be used to help move the wheels of the paddlewheel boat. There is a significant amount of power that is required to snap these pieces in place. This is where a parent or teacher may need to step in to assist snap the pieces together. This is where we assembled the optical shaft and soft gear. There was a significant amount of pressure required to push the shaft through the hole of the gear. I definitely had to step in and help my son complete this step. For this next step, we snapped the optical shaft and soft gear in place. You must ensure that the gear is aligned with the long slit on the base of the boat. You must also make sure the gears connect. This will ensure the wheels of the boat move forward. We will now prepare the parts used to assemble the body of the boat. Here I had my son point out the pieces that will be needed for these next few steps. Once again, your child may need help aligning the pieces and snapping them in place. In this next step, we use double-sided tape to attach the battery holder to the body of the boat. For this next step, we will prepare the white gears that will be used to move the wheels of the boat. There are many parts used to assemble the wheels. It is important to note that the paddles must be aligned properly with the gears of the wheels. Assembling the wheels took a significant amount of pressure. To keep my son engaged, I explained every step and allowed him to help me along the way. For this next step, we attach the wheels to the boat. The final step to this experiment is to add foam to the bottom of the boat using double-sided tape. This will give the boat the buoyancy needed to float on top of the water. As you can see, we were able to successfully complete this project. We will now install the batteries and test the engine of the Paddlewheel boat outside of the water. The lever on the battery box is used to turn the engine on and off. This science project not only helps develop children's learning abilities, hands-on skills, and independent thinking, but also allows them to gain real scientific knowledge while having fun, sparking their interest in the endless exploration of the scientific world. You can find other cool experiments just like this one at our store, adoseofstem.store.